Are Mexicans exotic to Europeans? I've never specifically asked that question, but I'd really like to know. Because it makes sense that in theory, if you're in Europe, maybe there's a good chance you've never met a Mexican person. In the same way that this American here has never met a Spanish person from Spain. I mean, it's that concept of, it takes me back to when I spent those 2 summers teaching English in Thailand. And I remember watching those commercials and seeing all these Thai people in the commercials with their darker skin. And they'd have this powder, this lotion that they put on their skin to make themselves seem lighter because people of European descent seem exotic to them. Meanwhile, what would seem more exotic than Thailand to an American? So in the same frame of mind, I imagine there have to be a lot of people in Europe who have never met a Mexican person. This concept of Mexican food, where we're combining Spanish cuisine with what the Native Americans ate in that part of Mexico, combined fusion. Now here's Mexican food. But it's funny because my mother-in-law's in town and I was telling her, I was like, I have yet to be to a Spanish restaurant. Now where she's from in Sacramento, she said, well, there's one in downtown Sacramento I've been to and I've had tapas there. But still, I've yet to meet a Spanish person or ever eat at a Spanish restaurant. I'd have to think that the reverse is true. Not only in Spain, but in Europe. Wouldn't it seem kind of bizarre, strange, an oddity to meet a person who's Mexican from Mexico in Europe? That I understand that it happens, but it seems like in theory it wouldn't happen as often because it's that of all the places to go, aside even from America, there's Canada, there's all of South America. I understand that Mexicans are in Europe, but it does seem it wouldn't be every day that you would run into someone who's Mexican. It seems like that'd be the exception to the rule. It seems like in Europe, things that are Mexican would be specifically somewhat exotic. But I can't know the truth. I can't know the fact. I've never been to Europe. So teach me the truth. I'm not an expert. I never will be. But you could get me this much closer to becoming one, even though I'll never become one. You leave the comment right here.